Let's say you really want to get more spiritual. Have you ever heard somebody say that? I want to get more spiritual. Well, one way to do it that I could highly recommend is do more of this. And take pictures of it. That definitely works. Another thing is you could do that. Make sure to get a selfie when you do. Well, I guess it's kind of hard to take the selfie with your arms up like that, but there are other poses. I mean, you could do a lot of oming in inappropriate places. You could talk in very hushed tones as well and convey your spirituality that way. That works. So obviously I am messing around with the whole spiritual thing because I find that a lot of people get trapped. And by the way, I've done all of those things in an inauthentic way and in an authentic way. And everything is fine to do. If you want to put your hands together, I have been in moments of bliss where that was the thing to do. It was an authentic expression of the feeling I was having in that moment. So I'm not trying to just mess with everybody that has their Instagram picture, looking spiritual with their arms raised or their palms together in the prayer position or whatever the hell it is. All of that is fine. But my real point is, you're already a spirit. You can't get any more spiritual. I made another video about that. There's no way to get more spiritual than you already are. You could definitely get more in touch with your spirit. But then let's break that down. What the hell does that mean? Get more in touch with your spirit. Your spirit is, to me, your life force. It's, as I said in my other video, it's the thing that makes your body not dead. Here's a way to think of it, or to tune into it really quickly. There is an energy in your body that just is constantly rising. And when people do this arms up thing, that's part of what they're feeling. Unless they're faking it for a picture. It's this rising energy. So feel in your body right now that there is a life force that just keeps rising up in your body. And if you allow it to keep going and just keep tuning into it, your frequency will go higher. You will start to feel happy, maybe even ecstatic. And that is you being more spiritual. That is you focusing on your life force, on the spirit, on the thing that animates your body. But there's this insecurity that happens when we know that there is spirit. We know that there is something beyond the physical. And that's a big deal. Because there are a lot of people that don't know that don't believe that are not attached, that are not connected with that fact. And so when you first do get connected with that fact, it really kind of sets you apart in a way. And it also leads to sometimes maybe you don't have a way to describe that to other people, or you get in arguments or debates about it or whatever. And so there's this thing where you're trying to define yourself, and as the great Tony Parsons in England, a great spiritual teacher, he said, then you start listening to your vegetarian music, and it's like everything is spirit, good and evil. It's all spirit. Okay, that might be hard for some people to take, but it's part of the whole free will thing. So just think of it as aliveness. And the thing is, when you do tap into that aliveness, it will raise your frequency, and there are ecstatic experiences to be had when you do that. And it's great. It's awesome. And it might make you, go into that state of gratitude where you naturally do put your hands together or raise them, or your arms up, or maybe you do this one, right? Or whatever. But the thing is, the person lying, puking, and shitting their pants in the gutter is just as spiritual as anybody else. They might not be very connected to that fact, true, but they're just as much spirit. Because spirit doesn't know how to lie down in the gutter, puking and shitting, without becoming a human. And from the level of spirit, it's an amazing, outrageous thing that's like, who would have thunk it, right? It's an amazing, weird, just like so much of what life is. And it's all spiritual. So we need to demystify the spiritual thing, and we need to just quit trying to, I've done it many times where you want to look spiritual, you want to be, it's not more spiritual to be compassionate on one level. It's a sign of being more connected to spirit, but I am making a difference between connected to spirit and spiritual. And I'm saying everything is spiritual, that it's almost like a meaningless word. But as you focus on spirit, you will feel that boundlessness. You will feel that energy that is behind everything in the universe, behind every appearance. And that is a really good thing to do. And that is what I help my clients do. And that is what, I wish more people did it. I think we could have a really great kind of Shangri-La going on here on Earth if everybody did tap into that more. But the thing you got to realize about all of that is that we do have a Shangri-La when we leave Earth. And from the perspective of that Shangri-La, I see another video coming to expand on this. From the perspective of that Shangri-La that you live in most of the time when you're not on Earth, coming down here and being whatever horrible thing is an adventure. is an exercise in excellence. It's like if you want to be a Navy SEAL, you know the training is going to be hard. You know it's going to be brutal. Most people are going to be in really good shape before they even start their Navy SEAL training, and most of them won't make it through. Think of being on Earth as just another level of that. It's Navy SEAL training for the spirit. And so think of like if you're in Navy SEAL training, obviously you're going to have a feeling of like, oh, I wish I could go back home and just sit on the couch and watch TV and drink soda and eat some nachos. That would be really good right now. Well, that's what you do when you're wanting to be more spiritual on Earth. It's the same thing. You're dreaming of not being in your Navy SEAL training. Okay, but the thing is, that's not how you become a Navy SEAL. And you're becoming a spiritual Navy SEAL by having a life on Earth, whether it's an easy one or a difficult one. Because compared to the realm of spirit, they're all difficult. They're all limited. And they're all very disconnected from spirit compared to the natural state that the spirit lives in when it's not encumbered by the body. So anyway, if you want to get more spiritual, congratulations, you already are. Thanks for watching. Bye.